need to ensure that everyone is carried, and then we'll be able to make very reasonable progress today. So we'll be able to make very reasonable progress today. Okay, cool guys. Yeah, so I'm seeing I did. Okay. So that means a handful of us created the account. I say create an account. Okay. I'll be shocked if over 200 of you So let me share my screen. We're going to create an account right here, and we're going to get started. And while I'm doing that, I really want to establish that, or encourage that you should do well to go back to yesterday's class and go through those things we talked about. You're not going to regret it, I tell you. It's important you understand these basics. Okay, so that you'll be able to make progress. So while I'm creating this account, I'm going to be explaining a couple of stuff. I'm going to be saying some things. Now, I said, if we're going to be able to, do anything and make any form of progress, ladies and gentlemen, that one of the things I want you to have at the back of your head, at the back of your mind, is that before doing anything, you must engage to ensure that you understand exactly what you want to only what you want to do, and you can be able to break it down, into pieces, and be able to just a minute, guys. Okay. Just a minute. I'm trying to. Institute.lee@gmail.com. So I'm creating this while we're on this call, so that this whole thing will sorry. Just a minute, please. So let's use company email. Let's see, is okay. Sorry, I was signing in before instead of okay. 945095. So 954095. I have an account already with my name. Okay, so let me do this. Oh. Oh. So like I told us, this is a 14 days trial. So I'm intentionally doing this here slowly so that, for example, let me do only me. Describe your role. So let me select marketing. So all this question is just for them to get data. All right. So they know the kind of people that are using, their product. So let's say, I want to say not yet, just, okay. So I don't want to invite anybody. All right. So just hold up a bit and then we're game. So while we're waiting, please, if you're ready, tell me, say I'm ready in the chat box, please. All right. So listen carefully. Please listen to me. I want you to just calm down and try to learn. Remember what I told us from day one, that my job is to show you how to learn, is to teach you how to learn. One of the most powerful skills you must have is to learn how to learn. And I also told you another thing, that don't overly say, oh, it's not free. It's not free. A lot of people would have learned N8N by now, but they just went there and said, oh, it's 14 days trial and it's not free, and they left. 14 days is enough for you to learn stuff and get enough encouragement to even say you want to upgrade. Ask yourself, how can I earn to upgrade? who should I talk to? Let's say it's $10. Do I have five persons in my life I can beg for $2? You know, when people want to do their birthdays and all, they go about begging people, oh, do this. But when it comes to what is going to help you for your personal development, that's when you become extremely shy. And that's why I told you when we started earlier on that cut down on certain things and focus on your growth. If you're eating 5 shawarma a month, cut it down to 2, 3. All those things that that you're spending unnecessary money on, cut it down. For most of you, the ladies, it's not every wedding you should buy a shade before. Sometimes use the money, subscribe to a tool that you need to grow. Yeah, I'm just saying, but so as long as you're in my class, I will definitely tell you what you need to grow. So yeah, we take advantage of free tools, but don't make it look like you can never grow, you can never outgrow it. It's a very wrong mentality. When you see it's free, you use it, you maximize your opportunity, but always know that there is something more in the upgrade. And begin to say, how can I take advantage of it too? All right. Please, can you see my screen? Confirm you can see my screen. So I need you to type an affirmation for me. And that affirmation is very simple. I just want you to type that I will do my best to follow through to understand today's class. Just do that for me. Yeah, thank you. I'll do my best to follow through and understand today's class. Yeah, I'll do my best to understand today's class. I'll do my best to follow through and understand today's class. Thank you, Tino Tenda. Thank you, Gladys. Atman, peace. Thank you. Mercy, Eberichi. Thank you so much. Barry Bife, Henry the King. Life, well done. My friend, Temi. Thank you, Emmanuel. Favor Bona, thank you. Springford, everyone. Thank you, all right. So let's go. So since you can see my screen, at the top left corner, please listen. So this is the interface you're seeing for N8N, all right? So if I come here, you're going to see these 3 dots here by the left. So it says no conversation yet because this is like as if you're on ChatGPT where you can type, but that's not what we're using today. But if you come here, you see this plus button. All right, when you come here, this is your command bar. You can search a couple of stuff. You can expand the sidebar with that one. Let me go back and show you that. So with this, we can expand the sidebar. All right, this is an AI assistant. This is your overview. And of course, this is your personal account. When you come down here, you're going to see the admin panel. You see existing template for certain stuff, and then all of that. Here you see insights for your insights. That's this particular one here. All right. So so I'm going to click on this plus button. Please, let's do that. We're starting. Once I click on that, I will see new workflow. There is new agents, new credential, new variable, all of that. We'll look at all of them in the course of this class by God's grace. So I'll click on this plus button and I'll get to this interface. If you're there, let me know in the chat box that you're there. Just a minute, guys. All right, guys. So can you see this interface? Confirm. I need Joy Emmanuel, thank you. Yeah, okay, Precious. Thank you. Everyone that is, please, I need your energy in the chat box as we're learning. You know, give me energy so that I know you're there. I know you're following. Aha. Yeah, I'm seeing my people now. Kafaya, thank you. Emilia, thank you. Grace and Soul, thank you. Yeah, well done. Aha. All right, so you can see this. There are two things there. What's the one on the left? Type it there. That's how we learn. What's the one on the left? What I seen on the left? What's that? What did they write on that? Add first step. Add first step, right? What's the second one? Amazing. Okay. So you have add first step, then you have build with AI. So we're starting with this one. Please listen carefully. At the top here, you will see three things: editor, executions, and evaluations. As we proceed, you're going to see how those works. But I'm pointing your attention so that you can see them, you can observe them. Does that make sense? So I'm pointing your attention to it so that you can see them and you can observe them. Okay, so let's go. So, but now if you also look at on the right hand side, you're going to see these icons here. There is a plus button there. There is this command bar. There is the add sticky notes. There is again to open the side panel and all. So, but before I proceed, let me just try to explain some terms. Yesterday, we talked about what workflow is. It's like workflow, like I said yesterday, is the complete automation process. Someone might want to write that down for us. Is the complete automation process. Is the complete automation process. Now, let's say like this, for beginners, there is a particular mental model I want to give to you, and someone can do this for us on the chat box. For us to succeed and get anything, we start with a trigger, then to data, then to action, then to logic, and then output. Trigger, data, action, logic, and output. All right. I used to use the acronym TRIDALO to remember it. So you trigger, data, action, logic, and output. Trigger, data, action, logic, and output. So what do we mean by trigger? Trigger is one thing you always hear when it comes to automation. What do we mean by trigger? So trigger is actually, how do we put it now? So trigger is the event that starts an automation. So the event that will start the automation is what we call trigger. You know, when you're talking to someone, you say, you just triggered me. All right, that's the idea. So someone is saying, you just triggered me now. It means that you just actually, you just got the person started, maybe positively or negatively. But that's what trigger is. So it is that event, that activity that starts an automation. So we are saying, what is that thing that will happen for the automation to start? Okay, for example, did we receive a new email? Did we, You know, did we receive a payment? Did we fill a form and all of that? Okay. The next thing is action. That's another important word we're going to hear a whole lot. Action. So action is, you know, that particular thing that the automation does after it starts. So after it starts, what do we do? That's what action is. Action is that particular thing that happens. Okay, so we're going to look at one or two other terms as we proceed. All right. So now, what we're going to do, let me click on this plus button. So on the right, when you click on that plus button by the right, you're going to see something like this. You're going to see something like this. And now listen carefully. Look at the right-hand side of your screen. All right? Look at it. When I click the plus button, that's when it comes out. This plus button here, can we all see it? Please give me a yes. Can you all see the plus button by the right? Thank you, Joy Tambari. Thank you, Samuel Praise. Okay. Amazing. So this particular plus button, when I click on it, you will see what triggers this workflow. A trigger is a step that starts your workflow, like I've explained earlier on. But then, for some of you now, you might start looking at all these things and you start getting scared, but you shouldn't be. The secret to this is you must be clear what you want to do first. Once you know what you want to do first, you can actually know what to select here. So we're not even going to stress ourselves. Once you're clear on what you want to do first, you can actually know what you want to select. But now, for a very first example, I'm going to select trigger manually. We're going to trigger this whole thing manually. We're going to trigger it manually. So I click on trigger manually. You will have something like this. This is called a node. Please, everybody type it in the chat box. It's called a node. N-O-D-E is called a node. It's called a node. So a node is just like an individual building block in N8N. Make.com calls in Make.com we call them modules, right? We call it modules or something like that. So this is called a node. So it's just that individual building block in N8N. Okay? Each node usually performs a specific task. That is, for each node we're going to create, it will perform a specific task. So if you watch here, for this node, you will see there is a plus button here. That is when I want to attach another node to it. That is, when this one is done, what should it do next? When this one is done, what should it do next? All right. So if we come here, remember we're starting manually. So we're going to now click on this plus button. Once we click on it, it comes here. Now, we want to send an email. I'm starting with something very easy. We're going to send an email. Okay, we're going to send an email. So let me search for Gmail. So when I search for Gmail, Gmail pops up like this. Gmail pops up like this. And if you come to this arrow here, if I click on it, you will now see different options as to what do you want to do with your Gmail. Do you want to add a label message? So that's why I said everything here depends on what you want to do. So I just told you we want to send an email. So from the screen now, is it very clear the option I should choose? Can you see what I should choose? Please answer me in the chat box. Can you see what I'm supposed to choose now? What is that? What should I choose? Type it out. I like that everyone, thank you. Confidence said, send a message. Send a beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that's it. All I have to do is to click on send a message. Right? Now I'm going to go back. I want to do that again. I'm deleting that particular node I added. So let me do that. I come here. I search for Gmail. Okay, I search for Gmail. I go down. I go to send a message. Now, once you do that, something like this is going to come up. Once you do that, something like this is going to come up. Please listen attentively. There are 3 sections here. The left section is the input section. If you can see my cursor, look at where I'm pointing. I've highlighted it at the top. That's the input section. If you come here, that's your output section. This middle is where you do the cooking. This middle is where you do the cooking. I'll say that again. This middle is where you do the cooking. One more time. I said this middle is where you do the cooking. All right. So, it is both logical and literal. It's both logical and literal. So you get your input, it enters into this system, then we should be able to see the output. As you proceed, you're going to see a couple of other things. This is where we execute the step to see. But then you have your credential. That is, who are you? It's more like your CV. So before you execute anything, you should be able to. So you click on, I want to sign in with Google, and I select this. All right. I normally move with all, and I continue. So look at it. So if you go to my credential now, if you go to my credential, you will see my Gmail account, all right, or to API. That's what is active now. So I have an active credential. Please listen carefully. Listen carefully. Now, this is my credential. The next section there is resource. I've told us before that systems like this, they are built more like to be self-taught. They also have it in mind when they're building that it could be self-taught. So all you have to do is just pay attention as we're doing this and see, don't get scared. Don't let it be like, oh, how will I know? No, remove those thoughts from your head and just pay attention. Be going step by step. For every section, look at here. This is resource. There is a drop down there. Remember, it's a message I want to send. So I will just select message. That's what is already there. Now, what is the operation? The operation is that since it's a message, I want to send message. I don't want to reply. I don't want to delete. What I want to do is to send message. So that's what I select. Now, who do I want to send this message to? All right. Who do I want to send this message to? Okay. Now, you can, for now, if you look at this place, there is fixed an expression. We're going to see what it does. We're going to see what it does pretty soon, I guess. We're going to see what it does. But for now, let me just put this email I created for this class so I can be free to use it, and then, Now, when you're creating an email, what is the subject, okay? So we say first AI automation class. Now, pay attention. They say, what is the email type? Now, normally, we can actually design an email, copy the HTML, and then, especially if you design it and it's beautiful, you can copy the HTML and then paste somewhere, even on Gmail, and get a well-designed email. But that's not what we're doing. We are typing a text for our email. So I'm selecting type a text, and what's our message? Our message is we are having AI automation class right now. That's the message, okay? That's the message. That's what I want to, type in. However, if you can see my screen, just look at where my cursor is. There is one tiny icon here. On this, inside this place, I was typing this thing. Just by the top right there, there is an icon there. Can you see it? Please confirm you can see it, and you can see my cursor. Thank you. I love this class. Mujola, thank you. Temi, thank you. Chris, yeah, okay. Annalisa, thank you. Mercy Eberechi, thank you so much. All right, good, good. So in case I want to type plenty things, I can click there and expand it so that I can see it very well and type what I want to type. So I say, we're having a AI automation class right now. Let's say I want to say, sorry. Let's say I want to say, Mercy Eberechi is in class as well. Just as an example, guys, just as an example. All right. Just as an example. Okay, so I'm done. I close it. So look at it here. Now I'm somehow done, okay? But there is something here, they say add options. There is something here, they say add options. Add options. When I click on add options, please, I want to explain something. Most of the things you're seeing here are things you're already very familiar with when it comes to sending emails. In case I want to add an attachment, you select that. In case you want this, when you're using your BCC and all that, in case I will explain this very soon. So, but I want to explain append NN8, N8N attribution rather. What this means is that if you, let me click on it, you see right now it's on. It means that if I don't turn it off, when I finally send this, the people that will be receiving these emails, they will be, it's like watermark. So at the end of the email, it will come that this thing was created using N attribution. All right, that's what will happen. So it's just like when you generate something and then there is watermark on it. So you can turn it off. You can turn it off. Now you can also see add sender name. So now I want to add a sender name. All right. I want to add a sender name. So when they receive this email, they will see the send. So let's say it's a company. All right. So let's say Mercy runs, let's say she runs Mercy Logistics. Okay. So let me spell the Mercy like that. So let's say she runs Mercy Logistics. Okay. And that's what she wants to go as the email. So we've done all of that and we're done. Okay. We've done all of that and we're clear. Okay. So I can now go here and say execute step. Execute step. So when I click on execute step, look at it. All right, look at it. If you come to the output side, you can see the schema there. All right. Okay, so let me go to my email. Let me go to my email. Look at it here. Look at it there. That's the first thing there. You can zoom in and see. It says first AI automation class. Let me open it. Now, when I open it, can you see the sender name, Mercy Logistics? That's what it meant by all right. That Mercy said thanks for the business idea. So that's what it means by sender name. Then if you come down here, you will see that message we sent. All right. Now let me go back and let me turn on the attribution and execute again. So let's go back. Let me refresh. So look at the new one I've come. Now look at it. When the attribution is on, can you see what I'm saying? It's now saying this email was sent automatically with N and N, and it put that. So it's like a watermark, and you probably will not want that if you're sending out these emails. Okay? Please, if you're following so far, give me a thumbs up or say yes in the chat box. Let's know we're together. Amazing stuff. So now, if you come here, this place, you will see schema. So it's more like how you want the output to be. It can also come in tabular form, the output, and then it can come as a JSON file. But when you bring this and come here, you will see pin data. What this normally do is that you're saying that this thing you've executed, you want to pin it, especially when you want to use it for something else. Especially when you want to use it for something else. All right? Thank you. So let me pin it and I can close it and come back here. So look at how my interface looks like now. Okay, look at how my interface looks like now. All right, please, if you get this, if you know you can do this, those of you that are doing it at once, type yes in the chat box. Those of you that are doing it at once, say yes in the chat box. Aha, Victory Ofuru, thank you. Temi, thank you. Yeah, Lord, thank you. Confidence, well done. Okay. Wow. Joel, calm down, Henry King, calm down. See how do you send multiple email? Calm down. We'll get there. Calm down. Etidara, type your question. Type your question. We want to move to something else. Jennifer, that's not possible. Oh. Go to click on add options. There is no reason why it shouldn't show. Laifa, what's the challenge? Leifa, don't worry. The security level is top notch. Yeah, Jennifer said he's added it. Thank you. Etidara, go ahead and ask your question. I'm waiting for you in the chat box. Well, yes, I did that, but you can also decide to select the things you want to grant access to, but I did that. Okay. Annalisa, if that is how will appear. Well, the mobile version will not be like that. I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Yeah. Of course, now, yes, of course, it's just for them in case you want to do anything. Maybe you want to reply an email so you can have access. They are not taking control of anything that you have. No. For those of you using mobile, another thing you can do is to go, especially if you're using Chrome, go click on it and change the access to mobile. To desktop, you change your access to desktop. You change your access to desktop. Thank you, Machuku Justin. Well done. Well done. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Queen.
I can hear you.
Okay, please, you do me a favor. Get the 5 persons that are supposed to present tomorrow. So make it 7, announce them so that in case anyone has an issue with the other. So list 7 persons that will present tomorrow. Please, once it's exactly 7:05.
I should make it 7.
Yes, network might disturb a particular group. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what did you say?
I said, network can disturb a particular group and they might not be able to present. So let's have a tolerance. So we need 5 groups to present tomorrow, but let's have extra 2 again. So in case anyone don't, So let's have it exactly 5:05. All right. Let's just a minute. Let's have it exactly at 5:05 and 7:05 rather. Okay, so we can do this. Please, I want to plead with everyone. Come prepared tomorrow. Our class tomorrow will get up to past 10, or let's say 10. Because what we want to do now will go beyond that time, and I don't want it. So tomorrow we're going to spend a whole lot of time. And I'm going to drop an email. I want you to do what we've done. Use that email, send to that email. I want to see your message. Put your name, craft your email anyhow you want it. I want to see that message and know that you've done it. So I'm going to drop an email you will send it to. I'll drop an email you send it to. All right. So we're going to do something deeper tomorrow. We're going to do something deeper tomorrow and we extend it just like that. But here is your assignment. Please, I want you to check out for this AI, run.ai. I just dropped it in the chat box. Run.ai. All I want you to do is go to ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to generate 20 app ideas for you. Copy those app ideas, but check the output. You're matured now, you're prompt engineer, so no for my hand. Check the output. Is an app idea. Make sure that what came out sounds like something that you can copy and paste somewhere and they want the platform what I was saying. Copy it, go to run AI. I'd like to get the what happens tomorrow. Like, use from this night to tomorrow, review Run AI. Everybody, review Run AI. Review Run AI. Trust me, you know, if it is not anything good, I won't give it to you. Review Run AI. And I know that by tomorrow, someone here will thank me for Run AI. Most of you that, yeah, it builds up, it does this, you might, but one or two persons will understand what this is doing. Tino Tender has dropped the assignment. Ask ChatGPT to generate 10 app ideas. Try them on Run AI. Just focus on it. Assume that nobody is teaching you. Assume that nobody is going to teach you. All right. Assume that nobody is going to teach you anything on Run AI. Try out things. Nothing will happen. Your phone or your laptop will not burn. Just try it out and then let's have it done. So thank you everyone for tonight. So this is the right time to appreciate those that presented today. Please, can we just give them thumbs up? Yeah, Messi. Yeah, let me even look for that email. Thank you for reminding me that. Let me look for the email. I'm going to. Please, let's give those that presented today. Let's give them thumbs up. They did wonderful. Thank you. And please let us appreciate Summer Queen for the amazing job she's doing. Every day we're here now, just know that she's so much responsible for it. So we need to appreciate her. So me now, I just stroll in to teach the class. So it's not easy. You know, just coming and I know that the class would have started, that everything is under control. I don't know the groups. I don't know who's, coordinating all those things, collecting the links. I mean, it's wonderful. Someone say Summer Queen for president. Don't allow Tinubu killer. All right. Chris Nestle says, Summer Queen, you are like an agentic person. Yeah, yes. So she's my agentic AI right now. All right, guys. So thank you, everyone. Do have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Okay. I honor all of you. I respect all of you. I'm proud of all of you. I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Messi, thank you, thank you. The way Messi is reminding me of this email. Wait. Let me look for it. I want to look for an email that is not so we can use that. Aha. Okay. Send it to Stewart dot havocs@gmail.com. I've dropped it in the chat box. Maybe Queen will later drop it in the WhatsApp group. So stewart.havocs@gmail.com. Now that it is still fresh in your head, you better go and do it so that you can concentrate tomorrow to do your review on Run AI. I will call anybody. And if God bless you, I call you and you're not giving me what I want on Run AI, you're in trouble. So I'll call anybody, or sure, I'll call several people to review Run AI for me. So please go and do what you got to do. See you all tomorrow. Do have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you.